Hi, welcome to the Mangala Samiti podcast, where I talk about business, life, personal development, and other ideas that matter. I am your host, Mangala Samiti, and I am many things: a chartered global management accountant, CFO, author, voiceover artist, and so much more. But I really am just one thing, and that is a creator. I create content and solutions to problems and challenges. I hope this podcast will help you on your own journey to greatness. Hello to you all. I want to thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. This week, I want to speak about confidence and trusting yourself. Now, confidence can be described as a feeling of self-assurance arising from an appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities. Let me reword it a little. Confidence can be described as a feeling you get of self-assurance arising from an appreciation of your own abilities or qualities. I'm sure you've heard the saying that we're all unique in some way, and the truth is we are. The idea of who you are as an individual is made of different parts coming together. So you don't exclusively exist only as a body or a soul or a spirit or something in a body or any of that you may have heard before. What makes you unique is all of these things coming together. Who you are and what you represent is an idea, but an idea brought to life. So your uniqueness is made up of all of these things that have come together to make you, you. Sounds confusing? Look at it this way. Your parents and those before them, your grandparents, who your siblings are, if any, where you were born, where you went to school, who you've dated, your disappointments and successes in life, what you studied and specialized in, where you've worked, what your hopes and dreams are, your body, whether you're tall, short, chubby, slim, black, white, Asian, Indian, big nose, tiny nose, pointy nose, and everything else about you is what makes you, you. All of these things coming together to make you are what sets you apart, because no one else can have this exact configuration of all of these things that you alone have. So confidence is allowing yourself to accept all of these things that you are and express yourself in whatever way that you choose, and in whatever you do for your definition of life and what it is and what it means to you. So to be content and derive pleasure from attaining this realization that no one else can be like you. Confidence, though, whilst it sounds easy, and you can agree that based on all these factors, we are then unique individuals, not everyone out there has it. Remember, I was at my sister's wedding this past weekend. Congratulations, Faith, wishing you a happy marriage. And I was asked to assist with running the program for the day. It wasn't something decided on before, but right there at the event. One of the things about me is I do love a good challenge. So I said, challenge accepted. And I proceeded with it. One of the things I encouraged people to do as part of this was to get up and tell us a little bit more about themselves, because obviously no one has experienced life the way that you have. So we would like to hear your experiences and your own learning lessons from you. It's funny, whilst I do know and I am aware of something, people still do give me a shock every once in a while. And this event was no exception. And I found that people found it hard to stand up and tell the audience about themselves. Not about a topic that you may not know anything about, but yourself, you, who you are, your life, who you are, what you do, and so on. And the kicker here is that they were more comfortable to talk to me on a one-on-one basis, but not stand and talk to the audience to say what it is that they were telling me. The truth is, we spend a lot of time in self-doubt, second-guessing ourselves and thinking we're not good enough, and that kills our confidence. Let me tell you, it's all in your head. Majority of what you fear will never happen. One of the formative aspects of a boy's life is his ability to talk to women. I've seen and known men who literally freeze when it comes to speaking to women, and it's something I've tried to develop from a young age. See, I remember this one time when I was very young, I think about 16 or 17. My best friend and I were sitting on a bus in our school uniform, and we were headed home. Then this pretty girl jumped onto the bus as well, but sat a couple of seats in front of us. And I remember telling him,
I have to talk to her and get her number. And I told him where she jumps off, we'll do so as well, so we can achieve this objective. And I'm telling you, we literally sat on that bus for the longest time. We even bypassed and missed our stop. And it turns out she was going way further ahead. But I was not despondent, and I would see to this because I was resolute in my mind. I was resolute in what I wanted. So I was going to see to it. So she finally got to a stop and we quickly followed out. And I remember stopping her and chatted. We chatted a little. Very nice girl. I wonder whatever happened to her. Anyway, and I got her number and we continued talking after that. Objective achieved. Truth is, I tried to develop confidence from a very young age and have used that over the years, believing and trusting in myself, being comfortable with who I am and what I can do. So developing strengths on your SWOT is one thing, but using them is a whole other thing, and you need confidence to be able to execute effectively and be successful. Trust in yourself and all you've learned and what you can do. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't, because you can. See, people judge you largely based on their own standards and not yours. So if they don't judge you on your standards but theirs, why allow them to tell you you're not good enough? Because that's their standard, it's not yours. If you believe you are, then you are and you can be. If you think and you believe that you are, then go out and use that to get you ahead. But please do review though and ask for feedback where doors close so that you can still learn and become better. Here's a little something you can try too. Stand in front of a full-length mirror where you can see your body in full view. Now, take off all your clothes. And I mean everything. Remain naked and look at yourself in the mirror. Really look at yourself. Look in your eyes. Do you flinch and turn away from what you see? Or can you look at yourself and smile? The point here is to accept who you are, become comfortable, and begin to look at you and smile in this mirror, because you are good enough. And once you accept, then you can begin to change anything you think needs some attention, but from a point of belief in that you are good enough as you are. I really do encourage you to try this exercise. It's a very good exercise in confidence and acceptance of who you are. But do it alone, of course. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you the best for the week ahead. If you have any feedback, please do email me on mangaliso.meety@gmail.com. I definitely look forward to receiving all your feedback. Until next time, have a great week.